There you go, pointer for you. That's where we are. This is Wilbinga Road, I think it is. It used to be called Military Road, I think. Military Road goes up that way. We're just sitting here at the moment. Going to go down there, up the little squiggly blue one, and the huts are just there. From there, I'm going to have a look around. Depends on where I go. I might go up the coast one here, and then back out to Wilbinga Grove. Now you can go up the beach, you can see the drive up the beach from before, but these tracks here are on private property, so when you get up here you either turn left and go up the beach, turn right and go out to Wilbinga Road. Motorbike went past. These tracks down here end up back in at what is it, Two Rocks, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Tell me, GPS, where are we? Yeah, Two Rocks. Comes in there. Used to be able to come in on that road there, up to there, but I don't think you can get out that way anymore. I think you've got to come in through here. Anyway, yeah, you can see I've been over a few tracks before. Haven't been up these ones, but I believe, I mean, that's a housing estate around there. I believe these tracks are off limits. I'm not sure, but anyway, that's where I'm heading to. Then I might go up through here. Some sand dunes and things to play around on over there. Lots of different types of terrain in here, but it's all sand tracks. A few patches of cap rock and some very soft sand, especially sometimes on the beach. You can get caught out on that beach quite easily and end up just sunk in soft sand. There you go, this is the Wilbinga Road, or it's a formed limestone road, but it is pretty rough. There you go, over to the left you might be able to see the beach. This is basically where the end of the limestone finishes, and you've got a few choices from here. You can go straight ahead. It's not a bad little drive. There's a couple of little steep hills and things in there to climb up over. You can go the way I'm going to go. Down through here. To the right. And then to the left. If you keep going straight ahead there, you go out through the old Wilbinga farm. But if you go this way, it's a sand track. There's some cap rock here as well. On this track, it goes down to the huts. It's that squiggly one I showed you on the map. So 3 choices. If you go on out to the right and out through the farm, you'll have to go a long way out and then come back along the coastline to the huts if you want to get to the huts that way. Or you just go out that way and come up to the coast and down onto the beach and have a play. As you can see, there's some water tanks and things around here from the old farm. When it used to be a little, little sheep here. It's slowly overgrowing. It used to be a big open patch here, and now the bushes are starting to grow back into it. This track also has a few little windy bits, and as you probably just saw, you come up over a little crest there, so you just got to be careful of oncoming traffic. There's no particular radio channel to listen to. I usually have the car on scan, the radio on scan. But unfortunately out here you also get all the city radio rubbish on channel 3, which is rather annoying. Just got to be careful on these corners that you can't see around them. In summertime it's not too bad because you can usually see a bit of dust coming from the distance, and you know there's a car coming towards you. Well, I'm not sure why that stopped recording. But anyway, you get that sometimes with these wonderful magical electronic devices. As I was saying, nice windy track, but just be careful of oncoming traffic. Sometimes you can see them with the dust coming towards you in summertime. Sometimes they just sort of pop out of nowhere. Now I'm getting, oh, they've covered up the patches of caprock with a bit of limestone. I haven't been up here for a long time, so it looks like it makes it easier. There were some pretty bad patches of caprock down this track. You had to just sort of crawl your way over, but if they're going to cover them with limestone, that makes it even better. A little bird following me, or I'm following it. Don't know what that was. Alright, I'll put it back on. Another patch that's been covered over, that's quite good. Doing a bit of track restoration. Alright, I'll put it on when we can see the coast and the huts. Turn this radio off. Straight ahead of us, you can see one of the huts. Big hill there, sand dune. Everyone likes to try to drive to the top of that sand dune. And obviously you can see out to the water, the ocean. Very, there's just hardly any trees. There's sort of patches of tuart trees and things like that around the coast where they can get water. The rest of it's just this coastal, what do they call it, coastal heath or whatever. Doesn't look like they've covered this patch of caprock. Although they put big boulders on that one. Something new every time. Used to go down that way. Oh, I don't know. As you can see, it's been a while since I've been here. Alright, would have been good if they had kept the water going to those troughs, introduced native animals and that, so they could have water during summer and get the populations up and running in this area. Yes, every time I touch that horn, it goes off. Sorry about the windscreen too, it's a little bit dirty. Strange to put caprock here, put limestone here. You can see the old track on the left there. But they didn't just put limestone on that other one that made a little side track. Weird. Anyway, I'm not the one that's doing it, so I'm just enjoying the nice smooth drive. There's one of the danger signs, if you remember that, or take a photograph of it, you're on the beach and you have a problem. If you give them that GG 693 number, they know exactly where you are. It looks like they're getting high tech here. It's I think that's a mobile phone repeater up there. Solar powered something. Anyway, yeah, you can see just straight ahead of us some people have tried to get up the dune that way. Some people have been digging holes into it, all that lovely stuff. There's a bit of a parking area just down here. I'll walk up the top, get a couple of nice 360 photos, and I might go up the coast. The window open. Every time there's the dune climb, if you can see them. They're not hard. The ground's actually quite compacted on the right one. The left one looks pretty soft, but good fun to play with. Try you out, and obviously people do end up getting up them and breaking things and doing all that. Anyway, I'm just going to get out for a couple of all-round photos. All Right, this little turn off here to the left, that goes up to the huts. So unless you know someone that lives in the huts and they invite you in there, yeah, don't go in there. You can park down here. But yeah, the huts are privately owned. The rest of this track, it's, I don't know what they've done to it. It used to be just a sand track up the coast. You had the choice of going up the beach or up the track. I'm going to go up the track and not on the beach. Well, obviously they haven't put limestone over this stuff. You can sort of see the tracks ahead of us. I don't know what the camera's going to pick up because this GPS might be, or the iPad might be in the wrong way, in the way of the camera. I turned the fan off because last time I did a video with the thing in the car, it picked up all the fan noise and you couldn't hear me talking, which was probably a good thing. And from the top of the hill I did see some people on the beach. So certainly people around still. It's, what is the time? Dum-de-dum, I don't know. 2:30. 2:30 on a Sunday afternoon. I thought there'd actually be a few more people out than this. Maybe they're all heading back and washing their cars, repairing the damage. That was a shortcut there, but no one ever uses it. You can see there's plenty of access lines down going down onto the beach. But I'm not going to go driving along the beach. It looks pretty soft down there. I've got recovery stuff and a shovel and all that, but it's just, it actually looks like the tide's in as well a bit down there. So it's just not worth driving along it. Everyone's seen someone do a beach drive before anyhow, so stick to the inland track. There's some good little sand dunes and things that you've got to cross over up here. Some people down there. Oh, there must have been people I saw on the beach. There's also a track there off to the right that goes up through to the centerline track. Old fire breaks that are just, people would still drive down them, so it keeps them open, which is good. First little obstacle coming up. Now this one, there's like different ways to get around it. If you don't want to try going up the centre one, you can avoid it and go around to the right. You can sort of see, I don't know if you can see up there or not. You can get up the left one as well. There's tracks going up all over the place there. I'm the sort of person that goes, well, I'm in here, I'm enjoying the day out, I've still got to drive home, so I'd rather not blow a car up trying to get up one of those little dunes. I'd make it probably without any problems at all, but you just never know what you're going to break. The only problem here also is you can't see what's coming towards you, so it's a bit of a mystery. You should have a sand flag, and I do have one somewhere, but I have not been able to find it since I moved house. You used to be able to get down through there as well. I'm not sure. Oh, dust. Holy shit. That ain't the way to go. Someone else is backed out of there as well. The motorbike's been up there, and that's about it. The other side of this, I think, was just a line that went straight up the hill. in the old days. It's been a long time since I've been in here. Rather long time since I've been in here. I do know you can get through down the bottom, so I might do that. It's good fun. If you've got a beginner driver and you want to do a bit of sand driving, take them up here. Which one shall I take? Which one shall I take? Oh, they're all pretty dug up. Yes, I know. Should have taken one of those big ones and shown people how you can break things, but anyway, I'm just showing you around, that's all. If you want to come up here and break your own cars, then go for it. Now those tracks over there to the left, straight ahead to the left, they do go down to the beach, if I'm right. From memory, there's some good climbs. As you can see up to the right, if I spin that camera around, magic, look, it's spinning without my hands. I think that one there was the one I was going up the other side of. Anyway, this road here takes us out of that little hollow and onto the next spot. I can't believe people got bogged on that little bit there. Worst thing about the tracks here is people get stuck and they just sit there and spin the wheels. It's like, well, you're stuck, you're not going anywhere. Just stop, back off, and try again. More little hills to play on. Look at this, all bounced up. I don't know. Can't even see my maps actually. It's, I don't know, I'll have to find somewhere else to put that GPS, I think. Now, inland track, because I can't see the maps on it. I think you go straight ahead. Inland's an old fire line from memory. That's not even on there. Oh, there it goes out around there. Yeah, straight ahead. If you've got Gaia maps, Gaia GPS, all of these like routes that I've done up and through them, dunes here and all through Australia, they are on Gaia GPS under the public maps area. You can look through it all. You can pick a route and actually download it into your own GPS or laptop or whatever you're using and go and follow it. And at least know that someone's driven it before. Bounce, bounce, big bounce. Oh, that got airborne. Now at the left of that track, I saw a big hole. And it looks like there's one on this side too. This is, oh shit. No, not going to make that one. That's what happens without... In fact, if you had diff lock on there, you'd get through it. But turning on diff lock's not very good. Let's see what's up here. I might go second low, because that's sort of like first gear, but with a lot more grunt behind it. I don't think I'm going to crawl out of that in a hurry. No. The only problem with low range, reverse is really slow. Looks like I've got to go up that one and keep it nice and hard to the left and try and not to lift wheels. And now this one, if I have all my traction stuff off, I've got to get through there. And the old days, you used to actually ride your brake a little bit as you're driving along. And then if a wheel lifted up, the brake would stop that wheel and transmit power to the wheels that are on the ground. That did work. Now that we've got traction control, in this situation, traction control should do all that for you. Let's find out. I haven't turned all that stuff off yet. A little bit more speed than before. You could hear that little bit of a squeak from a wheel that started to spin, and then it suddenly stopped because the traction registered that, traction control, and actually put a bit of brake on that wheel, but left me with a bit of power to the other wheels. So that is good. That's what you want. Where are these guys going? You're on the top of that hill. Be interesting to see if I can get up there. I have deflated my tyres. They're down to what, 18 pounds or something. But in the sand they do heat up again, so they're probably around 20 pounds. Again, you don't need to floor it to get up a hill, especially in sand. I see people at Lanceline just flying towards sand dunes, and can't see what's over the top. Flying into these sand dunes, and the car just suddenly goes bang into it. Oh, there's no track out of here. You've got to go back down.
Isn't that quicker than going along the beach though?
Okay. Don't know. I thought there was a track that went off up that way, but it must be behind us. Doesn't matter. Showed you a nice little climb up track without going stupid and like revving the car and all that. Going down the hill. If you've come up the hill in low 2, go down it in low 2. Now what you can do here, in fact I can show you actually, I'll put it into first low, take my feet off everything, a little bit of accelerator to get going over this, and as I go down this hill, feet off, the engine brake, this is a manual diesel car, so it's got good engine braking. It's actually, I'm not touching the brake at all, and this car is just slowly crawling down this hill. Now I've got absolute control of this car. I'm not spinning wheels, I'm not doing anything stupid, it's just crawling down. In fact, I've got to put a bit of accelerator in just to get the car to keep going. That's low range. That it has a huge amount of braking force in the engine. Don't know about automatics. The old automatics used to take off on you. New automatics, I think you can lock them into a gear and it tries to do the same thing. Now, which track am I going to go up this time? Alright, this is one of the little wind bowls, sand bowls, blowouts, washouts, whatever you want to call them. Actually quite soft just there. It does come off the beach, you can see some people down there to the left. I actually came off the main track and turned down a little side track to come down here. And it should come out somewhere up here.
That hasn't worked, so we're pulling them out now. Where are you?
So just showing off for these people. First gear, low range, feed off everything, a little bit of accelerator to get going. That was actually a group learning to drive. There are groups like that around. If you're going past them, don't be a dickhead. Just take it nice and slow. They're new, they're learning. They don't want to see idiots being idiots. Actually quite dense sort of bushland in here. Whilst I'm driving along this track. If this video is too long, I try and make them around 20 minutes so you don't get bored shitless. But I might have to end it here for the first part and start the second part. And go out from there. We'll see how long the actual video is. Anyway, so that's the end of part one. Have a look for part two.